Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of my Factorio Base Exploration Let's Play. I believe where I left off. Might have loaded up the rocket off camera at the end of the episode. I kind of realized that I missed the productivity modules, and that gets used in productivity science. Makes sense if you think about it. So, what I want to check just real quick is how much I'm consuming a second. 0.23. Then take a look, maybe see how much I am making a second, in theory. I would want 3 of these. If I were to consistently use the science. Turn all of these into science packs. Okay. It's just for my own curiosity. So in this episode, I am going to start making the new base, planning the upgraded base. And I think one of the things I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go into the creative world and I'm going to record myself doing that, because I do like blueprints. If you've been watching me through this series, you'll know that when I started off, I had a whole bunch of blueprints that I had, prepped and made. Let's see if I can find some of them. Might be in here. Yeah, some of this old stuff. The original base builder mall with its separate attachment. The original military science. This was an old setup that I never used. That was an old setup that I built but then never used. This might have been it. Yeah. The burner base, the base builder, part 2, part 3, and then part 4. One of the things I want to do... I'm not even quite sure which one of these is the correct version. Probably version 2. And then this is the current one. Something along those lines. Something I want to do is copy this new update and then take a look in the creative mode. Start planning out some of the new things, and then I can just create a blueprint of it, and then when it comes time to actually make it, to plop it down in the in-game, I'll just have a blueprint and I can have the bots build it, and it'll be pretty quick for in-game time. That's the way I'm going to handle that. Alright, now that that little introduction is out of the way, go pick up some more oil. If there is more oil. There is. Okay, good. You need lots of oil. And just because we're gonna bump this up to... We do 800? 800, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. Wait, is a single row 500? They stack to 50, right? 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. 1,000, 2,000. We're gonna stack these, both the green and red ones, to 1,000. I don't know if they'll ever back up that much, but they are being made. I suppose in theory I could add speed modules to them, but I'm not really that concerned about the production of it. Let's take another look here and see what I might be missing. Really low on all the science. Alright. Which means I'm gonna want to carry all this up. Need another rocket with science in it. Full science for everything. I do want the new base to make... I don't know, I'm not sure exactly how much science per minute. Can I see how much these theoretically can make if they're not working? No. Okay, bummer. I do want it to make more than this base. And these rockets, I'm running out of space. I want to stuff more in here. This is crazy. It's nice to see the bots actually working, doing stuff now. I thought I fixed this. I thought I was requesting 100 robots. I am requesting 100 robots, but I don't have any apparently. Why would that be? They're right here. Storage chest. Why can't I get them? That's weird. That is weird. I don't know why doing that. All that out of the way. I mean, this is full. I might as well send it. Science has stopped. Could be a while before I can send another rocket. Quick tangent over to the other planet. This is disabled because I've got the 8,000 I need in there. The box is filling up. Good. 1.7 cryonite, 3.2 ingots. Okay. Looking good with that stuff. Power, still not quite enough power. Something to consider when I go back over to this planet. Oh, most stuff is unloaded, but these haven't been unloaded, and until these get unloaded, science won't start again. In fact, there is no thing for those to be unloaded. There is no... whatchamacallit? Filter. Let's go add that. That would be a good reason as to why they're not being unloaded. Go. And that'll get something going. Alright. I think we're pretty good. Let's start getting ready for the base expansion by hooking up some more outposts. As I slowly work towards nuclear power, I want to crunch through all of this and then get the Covarex enrichment process going. None of these are particularly... ooh, that's a lot, but that's important. The most important thing. A lot of these are going to be pretty fast. What I sent up in the rocket will probably get me to the mining productivity. Make sure this turns right. I don't have a network set up for turning train stations on and off, so I think I just have I have to match the stations. I just have to do some manual management of managing the amount of trains I have on the tracks. So if a station has a train on it, it'll go to another loading station. Otherwise, they'll just take the shortest distance and all of them will go here. That is, unless you saturate it. So like, station +3, plus another station +3. So if I wanted it to work right, I would need to build 8 iron trains. But I'd rather just have 2. And have it work like this, where the station just has 1. Rather than the train limit of 3, which might be... I might enable it later. We'll see. But, here we go. I will be setting up another one. This will increase the efficiency a little bit. Means as soon as one of these from the loading station leaves, one of them will be here waiting, and they'll head out to the loading station right away. Which, now that I think about it, probably just want to do that for both of them. So, all right, let's get into it. Let's start with oil, since I know that is what I'm lacking the most. Oh dear. Let's try that again. Is that here? Oh, there's more. Let's try that again. Better. And there's more. Interesting. Yikes, I'm almost out of landfill. That is a small copper mine. Do I go around it? Let's go around it. And if that one was a diagonal flipped, I want this kind of diagonal. Matches up nice, much nicer. This is the big one. The big research. Now, let's do this to make it simple. Now I can do a T. Well, actually, I can do a roundabout. No, T would work. The intersection. Yep, here. Good. Now, if I do build a copper station here, it could go like that. And we can go back to the long straight. All right. That looks weird. That looks weird. There we go. That works for me. Make it easy to see. We'll do this. Okay. All right. I'm a rich and powerful person. I'm gonna start using these guys. I'm so rich and powerful. Love it. Right into the pipes. Boom. Crude pumping in. 296 a second. Delete that. Be 16,000 in the system. Sounds like someone's playing music. can do this. Which will reduce the amount of, increase the pressure. Excess can go away. There's another one up here. Not going to tap into it yet. That does say load. Let's go add it to the network here. And then we will move on to another outpost. 1, 2, 4. If I go here, rails are going to be somewhere around here. So if the rails are going to be close to the water, let's take a look at system. That points down. Let's try the reversed. No, the non-reversed one. Yeah. That would be like this. Work fine. Okay. Do I have one that points up? A bit of a customized area, so I don't want to copy paste that. That was also fairly customized. It's almost out. That's okay though. Okay. So I think I'll just have it. Just have it come out the top. Medium electric poles, mining drills. All right. Do this. Let's see if it counts ghosts. 82. $98. It does not count ghosts. I'll have to remember that. Might have forgotten since the last time I tested that as well. That could be a possibility. Now let's put as many of these with the efficiency modules as possible. Start down here if I have any left. Which I do not, so I'm gonna grab some. Want a red guy here, like that. Perfect. Alright, let's pack a radar over here. The intersection? Roundabout. If I do a T intersection here, I need a long thing before I can do another turn. Because of how the rail signals go. Sorry if there was pounding noise. Sorry if there was a pounding noise right there. I will do a T intersection. It's gonna be fine. Then I'll just do this big long one here before I forget, in case I forget. Oh, look how cute the short rail is. And look for a station to copy pasta. This is copper, so I want to look to the copper. That's the stuff. Yeah, that's going to be a thing, isn't it? As long as that matches up, I'm happy. Huh. Did, oh, my robots ran out of power. Okay. Oh. Just gotta let it fill, and I've got to add another train here. Look for a copper train. There's... Oh, that's not it. Down here. Okay. And I want to build one more outpost this episode. I think I'm still fine on the coal. But I want to get one more iron. Oh, I was standing on the railroad tracks. I suppose a train would have actually been easier. Oh well. And copy the whole thing here. Doesn't really matter since I'm using these guys at all the points. I don't think it's gonna matter. And this is the downside to not using a chunk aligned one, is if I need to insert turn or something later, power poles don't all match. Cliff is in the way. Oh dear. That's all very unfortunate. It's gonna cost me time. Okay, right there is where it's gonna be. Yeah, and I'm out of power, so I'll try building some of this by hand. Definitely gonna be cutting the recording. Some of this. As I wait for it to come back, as I wait for my bots to charge. Why are those flashing? Why is this whole side of the base out of power? Oh. Yes, okay, that makes sense. So, what I'm gonna do, just insert this here. Okay, it works. Now this just needs to be taken over to the other side. I like green, so we'll bring green over there. Okay. Now that all has power. Now let's do an outpost planner to the south. Build it. Like I will be able to build it, which is good. Not quite out of power yet. Excellent. I was a bit worried about that. Alright, I'll do this last section. that's totally the wrong way. Do it like this. Fine. No, right like that. I'm starting to get too particular about things. It's a sign that I've been playing too long. Those gone. I want that gone. That can merge here. That. That. Okay, 1, 2, 3. $14, 15, 17, 12, 16. Alright, so I'm gonna do a 5 to 4. Looks complicated. Glad I don't have to think about it, and it's gonna work well enough to load the train the way I want the train to be loaded. Fuel, give him, oh no, he's full on fuel, okay. Now we want to do the back half first. Now we can do the front half. Excellent. You want a radar over here? There isn't one. That'll cover it. Bam. A whole 10 megawatts for 880 something minus. Well, most of them probably aren't working, but there you go. I'm gonna go pick up some more efficiency modules, and then when this leaves the station, I think it will be the end of the episode. A little bit of a slower episode. I'm just trying to get... I'm gonna continue to do this, expanding and outposting, I think, for tomorrow's episode as well. Today's Wednesday, I think. Yeah. So episodes will come out. This one will be out on Thursday. So Saturday and Sunday, I actually plan to play a lot, so maybe those will be longer episodes. I'm trying to get efficiency modules. Does it say how many I might want? 50, 100's too many, but 50 might not be enough. 19. Oh, pretty close to 100. Alright. This is going to give me a maximum, not quite, I can't even utilize all this, but it's going to give me 2 more red belts of iron, so that's good. Alright. I think I'm going to wrap up the episode here. In the next episode, I probably want to double the amount of trains on the network, just to make them a little bit more efficient. And that is, maybe double's the wrong word, but I want to add trains so every unloading and loading station can have a train on it. That's what I want. So I can start to see stuff like this. copper up in this episode. Got iron up in this episode. Got another oil up in this episode. Launched a full rocket. Started stuffing another rocket. In the next episode, I'm probably gonna... I mean, the coal... No, I'm not gonna build another coal outpost or stone outpost yet. I'm gonna double the trains and then see how it looks after that. And I'm gonna increase the trains, and then I'm gonna do a uranium outpost, and I might start looking at a place like where I want smelting to be. Maybe I'll have it in a couple different locations. Like maybe I'll do a smelting in here. Like big smelting columns for copper and iron and steel with the furnaces, with the industrial furnaces. And then I'm probably going to have to start thinking about going into creative mode to start planing some of the stuff that the base will have. I plan on there being a bot mall, so I don't have to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different belts of materials to build most items in the game. Gonna get productivity modules up and running. I want to start making tier 4 productivity modules. Gonna centralize the intermediaries, so like low density structures, heat shielding. I think I want all that stuff to be like made on its own, and then I can cart it or bot it over to where it needs to go as well. I think, excluding the science. I think science is going to be similar, where I build all the science in its own unit. But like the low density structures that I need for the rocket, I'm not quite so sure for some of the higher tier stuff, but definitely circuits are going to be built in their own section and then will be carted around to where they need to go. Circuits for sure. Maybe not more complex things like low density structures. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.